Hello, this is the final video regarding a zebra crossing for Cold Harbour Road, Northfleet. I've already had long contact with Kent County Council and sent them videos and information regarding the need for a zebra crossing at Cold Harbour Road, Northfleet. They made all sorts of excuses for not having a zebra crossing at Cold Harbour Road. There is a good video that totally proves the need for a zebra crossing, and also it shows that Hall Road has two zebra crossings, and the speed of the traffic and the environment is identical to Cold Harbour Road, and Cold Harbour Road is in use all the time with people crossing the road to get to their accommodation on the other side, plus the use of Morrisons, and of course the most important of all is the children getting to school and returning home. So here we go with the letter. Dear Mr. Flowers, I write further to your response dated the 5th of February, foreign correspondence with the office Barbara Westmacott and Tim Reed. Of course they leave out the David Pletcher, who was the person who organised the whole thing. I'm sorry to hear that you remain unhappy with our response to date and the outcome of the review of your concerns under stage 1 of the Council's complaints process. Therefore, Corporate Director for Growth and Environment and Transport, I have undertaken to review the concerns in stage 2 of our complaints process. I understand that you would like a zebra crossing installed near to the junction of Packham Road and Cold Harbour Road. But it shows you how professional this person is, because the location for the zebra crossing was nowhere near there at all. The person's got it completely wrong. The location was Ladyfields, near Ladyfields, which is the end where the ambulance service station is, not too far from there. Right, where were we? It says here, regrettably these surveys have shown that a crossing mainly will be used for two very clear times of the day, at the time the school entry and school exit. Well, that's not too good, is it? Sort of like children's lives and parents' lives are very important, aren't they? And yet this person is saying, basically because we think that the crossing would only be used at the times children are going to school and returning home. We don't think that that's a valuable enough reason to protect children to install a zebra crossing. Says here, it is not feasible to install a crossing under these circumstances, as it can increase the risk to drivers not expecting there to be pedestrians outside at these times. Right, well that's a load of old you-know-what, isn't it? Because the situation is that drivers drive down Cold Harbour Road all the time, as they do Hall Road. But the situation is people do cross over Cold Harbour Road all the time. They use the crossing points, which are not very safe at all. And of course the drivers see the people crossing to and from school and to Morrisons and accommodation on the other side of Cold Harbour Road all the time. So the drivers do see people crossing the road all the time, in fact. Right. However, I am pleased to advise that KCC has recently been made aware that the developer opposite Morrison supermarket is intending to build a zebra crossing near the store in their plans. Well, if that's the case, that they're going to be building a zebra crossing near the store for one that's far too far away for the majority of school children to cross, which increases other hurdles as well. and also the people generally coming from the housing areas, right, it's far too far away for them as well. Then we have to ask ourselves the question, well, if there's going to be a zebra crossing built down that end, right, under the argument you're putting forward, County Council Highways, like, surely there shouldn't be a crossing built down the end, should there? Because you're saying there's problems if there was a crossing when there are not. To continue, having looked into the matter, I am unable to uphold the complaint. I understand that this is not the response you hoped for, but I hope that it clarifies our position. If you remain dissatisfied, then you can contact the Ombudsman. Well, the situation is that I have converted this letter into photographs, and I will put them at the end of this message from me, and also a picture of the location of where I chose the zebra crossing to be. I've done all I can with this issue, it's the same old story, if it's not their idea, they don't want to know, basically. As I say, there is a genuine need for a zebra crossing. The cost is ridiculously low. No one demanded traffic lights or anything like that, and of course it would save people's lives long term, possibly, and at least give people the security of a safer way to cross the road using a zebra crossing. Thank you.